Let's start with the Nigerian Tribune this morning. EndSARS panel establishes killings in Lekki. Government sets up 4-man panel on white paper. And the riders to this headline: committee to submit report in 2 weeks, treated 235 petitions, awarded 470 billion naira to 70 victims. Page 24, that's where the story is.
470 million.
Billion actually.
No, it's billion. Not billion.
Okay,
the Lagos State government doesn't have 470 billion to award to victims of. It's 470 million.
Okay,
I think that was a mistake.
That's error for the Nigerian Tribune this morning.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but that story, I think, is a running story. So we'll talk about it throughout the show today. That report was submitted late yesterday to the Lagos State government. Justice Doris Okuobi-led panel that has DIG Taiwo Lakanu, that has the prominent Lagos lawyer Ebola Adegboruwa on that panel. I think they have spoken truth to power. I was very actually impressed with the report. I tried to read it all night. It was difficult because, the big report, and they were in 2 volumes, But I think essentially the report answered the big question of what happened at the toll gates on 2010-20. And it, of course, vindicates people who saw what they saw that night. It vindicates the CNN who reported that people were killed. The report vindicates a lot of young Nigerian journalists, Nicholas Ibekwe of Premium Times, Fisher Oshoyomba, independent journalists. All of them did very good reports on what they spoke to victims. Yet there was a major gaslighting in this country, because the authorities refused to acknowledge what happened on that night. First, Governor Sanwo-Olu, I looked at him collect that report yesterday, and I say, what he was indicted, and if Governor Sanwo-Olu wasn't an elected democratic governor in today's Nigeria, where he has immunity, there must be major issues around him, lawsuits, against him because he gave the order. He denied, and then he admitted in the CNN interview. I think he will carry that situation, that what happened on that day, with the rest of his political life. He will carry that into his politics, because he will have to answer that question everywhere he goes about how come he gave the order. He invited the military to the toll gate to attack young Nigerians who were clutching the Nigerian flag and singing the national anthem, and then we opened fire on them. The panel has spoken the truth, Jacob. The panel indicted not just the army, but it named Lieutenant Colonel S.O. Bello, the brigade, the commander of the 65 Battalion, that led his troops into the toll gate and opened fire. He was indicted and refused to appear before the panel. The panel specifically named him, and they sold his troops, his soldiers, and said that this one should be stripped of their status. They do not deserve and be fit to wear the uniform. The panel indicted the DP of Maracop police station, who along with his policemen kept shooting at innocent people every time the young Nigerians stood at that toll gate. It was a reality. We saw it. 2010-20 cannot be a mirage. It was a truth that happened. A few of us even saw it. But when the denials came, and President Buhari even said one day that the EndSARS was designed to remove him from power, you will now begin to know that the government indeed staged a gaslighting effect to try to deny the reality. And there were a lot of Nigerians too, who also tried to deny this. The actress, what's her name again?
Motola
Dalade. She was the one who kept shouting, "Where are the bodies? Where are the bodies?" I'm sure that today she will. This report vindicates the fact that she probably doesn't know what she was saying. A lot of them, and then of course the DJ switch. I think this vindicates her because she saw what she saw. At the end of the day, this report will open a new vista for the way we argue and discuss things in this country.
Yeah.
But essentially, I think the recommendations are clear, and the Lagos State government must find the nerve to implement the recommendations. Statutory recommendations in all. Governor Sanwo-Olu here traveled yesterday to go to Abuja and submit the report to the National Executive Council. I don't know if the President Buhari administration will be interested in looking at that report. I hope it doesn't gather dust. It's not true that it can gather dust. He already set a formal implementation committee. Governor Sanwo-Olu is trying to show political will, but I think this report is very damning of the role he played, the role the Nigerian army played, the security agencies, and outside that, the role some national leaders in this country played. I remember Bola Tinubu's response, to the EndSARS. Who sent them there was the question he asked. I saw the video yesterday. And it riled me. And I said, these are the people who will tomorrow want to contest political office. I mean, how would they tell young Nigerians who form the majority of our population to vote for them after this kind of comments? You know, how would Governor Shomolu run for a second term in Lagos and he woo young people to vote for him with EndSARS, you know, as a baggage he carries, hanging over his head? You know, these are basic questions that really fall out of this report by the Doris Ukuobi-led panel. And I think it was a very good job that an independent judicial panel of inquiry had come up with a report in this country at this time and indicted the government. It was very rare. And I think we must pay great gratitude to the members of that panel. It must not have been easy work, you know, to be funded by a government and you spoke your truth. Damning report, really. You know, I'll finish reading it today and probably we'll talk about it more later. But I think for what it's worth, this report speaks to a night where young Nigerians clutching the Nigerian flag were killed. It reminds me of the story I read in the Christian Art, the story that started the extermination of 6 million Jews later in Europe in the 1940s. That night in 1939, this was how they went about, you know, breaking Jewish shops and attacking Jewish people. The outcome was the Holocaust. You know, people still deny it. Same scenario of 10-20-20. You know, we saw what happened. We knew how it started. Yet people denied it. Up until this moment, there are people who are still trying to deny that 10-20-20 did not happen. That night in October was a mirage, was a facade, that nobody died. But the report is different. This report did not just, it named the victims. It named some as presumed missing. It named some as deceased. It named some as variously injured. You know, it's such a good work.
Did you enjoy this video? Hit the subscribe button for more. Leave a comment and like. Thank you.